In this chapter, we're going to take a look at how to build a really great effect, which is these geometric streaming particle trails off an object that's driven from particle emission motion. So I have a basic scene set up for you where we have this little kind of flying mechanically bug sort of thing, right? So we've got this guy flying around just sort of a little bit randomly. And the point of this is what we want to do is we want to take the edges of the wings, and what we're going to do is we're going to emit particles off those and then eventually connect those together to make these really pretty strands. It's an effect that we see a lot in different places, and it's good to have a mastery over it so you can build and customize it your own way in Houdini. All right, so first off, I'm going to take a look inside our scene object here just to show you what we've got. And you can traverse this network on your own and sort of see how this is built and expand on that or take things from it if you'd like. The main thing I want to show you down here is this. We have got this one null that is our actual geometry that we're viewing, and we have this other null here called out for particles. And as you can see on these are just those trailing edge points. And these have a velocity on them. If I hit D, go to my visualizers, I turn on our velocity variable we set up, we can see the velocity on those points so that we know, what direction those points are going. So again, often with a lot of particle simulations, one of the most important things is just having good data up front to feed that system to drive the results. The one other thing I'm going to show you is that on those points, if we go to our geometry spreadsheet, you can see that for every point, there's also this PNT variable where basically the point number has just been buried in there. And we're going to use this down the line because let's say we emit a bunch of particles off a point. We want to be able to know all the particles that came off that specific point to be able to connect them together later. And this is what allows us to do that. And this is just a simple custom attribute you could set up with a create attribute where you're just assigning the point number to your own custom attribute to basically just bury the source point number in there. Okay, so that's the overview of the scene, and now we'll move on to start actually building the particle simulation for the shot.